Hi, everybody. Now we're going to talk about faith for the fight. Faith for the fight. Let us look at Ephesians. And, of course, I know most of you know where I'm going. We're talking about the whole armor of God. And I'm going to speak a little bit here about faith, the shield of faith. And I also want to take you somewhere in Acts. I should have looked it up before I sat down. Too late now. I gotta search around here for it. Actually, it's the scripture about the sons of Sceva. You know, they saw the apostles casting out devils, and they said, we gonna do this too. And so they went after the demons, tried to cast them out. And the demons who was in that person, with probably strength to the 25th power, leaped on them, beat them up, and they ran away in rags. Alright? And the Spirit spoke through this person that they were casting the demons, or trying to cast the demons from, and said something like, Paul I know, Jesus I know, who you? Who are you? So, this shield of faith is very important. And as we know, it's not an actual shield. It's a spiritual concept that an attack is going to come on each and every one of us to test and try our faith. I'm remembering the Lord saying to Peter, Satan would sift you like wheat. And then he said, but I have prayed for you that your faith will not weaken, that it'll be strong. Now, I'm not saying it in the exact words. It takes a little time looking up the scripture. And I just kind of like to go with the flow. So, prayer is definitely involved here. And the Lord's Prayer deals with it a little. You know, give me this day my daily bread. And, lead me not into temptation. Deliver me from evil. Now, we get delivered from evil by all aspects of the armor as listed in Ephesians. But what I'm talking about now is faith. Faith. And what I have found out from 39 years in the Lord is that my faith really is anchored in my born-again experience. That faith as an anchor to my soul has endured all this time. And faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. There's a lot of the not seen that goes on in each and every individual life, where the spirits are acting and operating to set you up. And so that faith, that original faith that you had in Jesus Christ at the day you got born again, carries you through and increases from one set of circumstances, trials, and tribulations to another. And that makes me think about other scriptures. Tribulation brings about patience. I mean, hey, I'm going to take my time. I'm trying to move as slow as I can go. So, this faith, I mean, how did I, after 25 years of standing and fighting and dealing with all kinds of corrupt ministry and ministers and lazy pastors, the whole shebang, fighting, standing up against them and gaining my ordination with much struggle, how could I just walk out and leave? God knew that. The beauty is that I was never dependent upon church money for survival. I gave them back the little salary they gave me because my salary was more than their highest bishop. And so I didn't need the little money. What I needed was to be there, to minister. But how was I able to walk away from it the way I did? And I'm going to tell you why. My faith in 2004 was not ready to hear that the church age was over. I was not ready to hear that. So what happened was God came and gave me a word in a dream, but didn't tell me the whole story. All he said to me was, I cannot use you here. He didn't say any longer, because he wasn't going to lie. He wasn't using me or any of the rest of them that I was dealing with. Hundreds of preachers in this denomination. Thousands of them. He ain't working with none of them. But he said to me, you were like a light underneath a bed, hidden. I can't use you here. And then he was walking away. All I saw was the robe. He was walking away, and then like an afterthought, and I don't think God has afterthoughts, he said, but let them put you out. And I know why he said that. Because if I'd have walked away myself, the devil would have come along and tried to get me to go back. And my faith would not have been strong enough to withstand that. So if they put me out, that's a whole different story. I don't have me to condemn and accuse. Satan doesn't have me to condemn and accuse. And that's usually why we need that shield up. Because the fiery darts are coming. And they usually come in as accusation and condemnation. And in order to overcome that, you have to have strong faith. And I'm sorry I got to go right now, but I'll be here forever if I continue. All right, till next time. Oh, how am I going to get this off?